Hey guys, welcome back to Korean Bit by Bit. So let's recap on what we looked at last week. So we looked at the word hajima last week, which means don't try it or stop. So there are many ways to say this word as we went through in last video. I won't explain too much into it again, but we'll look at some examples that we did go through last week. For example, 말하지마 or 상관하지마, 연락하지마, 전화하지마, 방해하지마, and 그런 짓 하지마. So we'll put the English translations of those right up on the screen as I said those. So for example, 말하지마, which means don't speak or don't say anything. 전화하지마, which means don't call me or don't phone. 연락하지마, which means don't contact me. 방해하지마, which means don't disturb me. And 상관하지마, which means don't do anything or mind your own business. So in relation to last week's word hajima, we'll be looking at the word 그때 and 이제, which means back then and right now. So past and present tense. So in the song Boys with Love, so the word 그때 and 이제 are used multiple times once more. So we'll take a look at the song, the clip of the song and the meanings right there. So in the song, like I said, 그때 means back then and 이제 means now. So grammatically speaking, in past tense and present tense, we would use those accordingly, right? So let's take a look at some examples of words that we've already covered in the past few videos of the present and past tense. For example, 너 없인 살 순 없어 versus 너 없인 살 순 없었어. And another example is 싫어, which is 내가 싫어 versus 내가 싫었어. 언제나 멀기만 했었던 신기루가 눈앞에 있어 시건문에 여전히 대구촌놈 래퍼와는 다르게 없어 내가 니들 눈에는 뭐가 달라졌어 기두려웠었어 큰소리 쳐나는데 난 증명한다는 게 세상에 기대치 와 너무 비대치 할까봐 두려웠어 말없이 멤버들은 그저 내 어깨에 두드려줬어 꼭 엊그제 같은데 20밤이 흘러 내가 기본 논리 동안 난 내 꿈들을 채워 언제나 멀기만 했었던 신기루 So most Korean words do have a past tense version of each individual words. So for example, 싶어, which we looked at in the first video. So go take a look at the link below if you want to find out what that means. And so going back on topic, so it would be 싶어 and 싶었어 from present to past tense. Another example is 없어 and 없었어, which we also looked at in a past video. For example, 너 없이 살 순 없어 versus 너 없이 살 수는 없었어, which is the present and past tense of each sentence. 맞추고 싶어, which means I want to tune in, versus 맞추고 싶었어, which means I wanted to tune in, right? So if you want to look at the word for 싶었어, take a look at the first video below in the link.
싫어 싫었어 없어 없었어 달라져 달라졌어 달라졌었어 기두려웠었어 큰소리 쳐나는데 난 증명한다는 게 세상에 기대치 와 너무 비대치 할까봐 두려웠어 말없이 멤버들은 그저 내 어깨에 두드려줬어 두려워 두려웠어 두려웠었어 두드려 두드렸어 두드려 두드렸어.
So why does that relate to the words 그때 and 이제? So let's look at the tense for the words for one of the examples. 넌 없이는 살 순 없었어. So if we say 그때 넌 없이는 살 순 없었어, that makes sense because that's referring to back then and the past tense phrase, right? But we can't say 그때 넌 없이는 살 순 없어. That doesn't make sense. So let's use the word 이제 this time. 이제 넌 없이는 살 순 없어 makes sense because it's in the right tense. But if I say 이제 넌 없인 살 순 없었어, that once again doesn't make sense as the tenses clash.
그때 없었어. 이제 없어. 그때 두려웠어. 이제 두려워. 그때 두드렸어. 이제 두드려. 싫어. 싫었어. 없어. 없었어.
So all of this is quite confusing, but to add on to the confusion actually, 그때 actually also can be a future tense word. It can actually mean when the time comes or in that time frame. For example, if I say 그때 말해줄게, that's a future tense. That means I'll tell you when the time comes or I'll tell you when. A clear example of that is in the phrase 그때 얘기했었어, which means I told you back then. And 그때 얘기해줄게, which means I'll tell you when the time comes. Those two mean very different things, it's just about the tense though. So it becomes a bit tricky, so you have to actually honestly just go case by case in each situation. If there's anything you guys are actually curious about or you didn't quite understand, just let me know and I'll go through the notes again and try to explain everything a bit better. Well, thanks for watching the video again, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks guys.